Last time, on Everlasting Shenzhou, Rao, Cat, and Feng Hua's battle with the Seiryu Ensemble began, as the first match pitted Feng Hua against Seiryu Ensemble dancer and world karate champion Haruna Tatsushima. In the first act, Haruna displayed her powerful karate techniques that nearly destroyed Feng Hua. However, in the second act, Feng Hua, with a little help from a bottle of Super Ichiban sake, performed the 8 drunk gods from Drunken Master, which confused Haruna, and countered Haruna's monsoon kick with her own. The counter knocks Haruna out, awarding Feng Hua her victory. 2 more matches are now left, as it is now Kat's turn to battle, as she faces the world boxing champion and former leader of the Seiryu Ensemble, Marisol Saiga. It is now 8:58 p.m. at Seiryu Theater in Osaka, Japan. Maltia Kamiyama sits at her private booth as she oversees various monitors, including the main stage, and the dressing rooms of both the Seiryu Ensemble and Gekidan Rao. In one of the monitors, Maltia sees Hina in her booth as Hina draws chibi characters of both Feng Hua and Haruna battling, reenacting their fight. Maltia pours a glass of Shenzhou from Kat's gourd, as a rush of euphoria surges through Maltia's body as she drinks more and more and more.
Maltia-sama, Kat and Marisol are in places.
Good.
Did the first match entertain you, Maltia-sama?
As it did. Turned out just as I expected. Haruna is a natural, but Feng Hua is a supernatural. Feng Hua performing the 8 drunk gods from Drunken Master was a pleasant surprise.
It was beautiful to watch, Maltia-sama. It was like watching a scene from Drunken Master. I'm so excited that she'll become the heroine in the next phase of the Gekijo Kumite.
There's one more young lady I need to see in action before I make my final decision to cast Feng Hua as the heroine.
Who else could it be, Maltia-sama?
Maltia's eyes focus on the monitor that displays Kat waiting in the wings for her introduction.
The hips that make the heavens tremble. We'll see Catherine Hellshire.
Meanwhile, at the Gekidan Rao dressing room, Rao watches over Feng Hua, who is still asleep on the couch. Rao looks happily at Feng Hua before grabbing a pitcher of water and splashes it on her.
Wake up, drunken princess.
Oh, Rao Xiansheng. Why am I soaked in water?
Kat's up next to fight. I don't want you to miss it.
Oh. Wait, what happened to me?
Relax, Feng Hua. You won by knockout in Act 2. You got drunk and fell asleep on stage. Your 8 drunk gods isn't quite perfect. Other than Hosien Ku, you missed Chanko Lao, but you did better than I expected. Just be careful not to drink too much alcohol when performing. Drink some water.
Yes, Rao Xiansheng. I did remember my name announced as the winner. I'm just happy I won for you.
Let's hope Kat does the same.
そしていよいよ第2試合が始まります。
And now we begin the second match.
まずは手を震わせるほどの迫力あるヒップを持つアメリカ人ダンサー。Enter the stage, Kat Hellshire!
Representing Gekidan Rao, the fiery red-haired American dancer who has hips that make the heavens tremble, the Hell Hip Goddess, Kat Hellshire.
The Hell Hip Goddess. How cool.
Here comes the Hell Hip Goddess, Kat Hellshire! Kat has made quite an impression when her hellacious hips crushed Danny Lynette at Suzaku Theater in Yokohama. She will face a daunting task tonight, as she will go up against the former world featherweight champion of women's boxing and the former leader of the Seiryu Ensemble. Another goddess will enter the stage.
pushing her way to the stage, the former Women's World Featherweight Champion and former leader of the Seiryu Ensemble, the Dragon Goddess of Boxing, Marisol Saiga.
Born and raised on the island of enchantment, Puerto Rico, and now residing in the land of the rising sun. The boxer, once called Seiryu the Dancer, whose spicy dance moves excites the crowd as much as her ferocious boxing has destroyed her opponents towards winning the world featherweight title. She returns to the nickname that made her feared in the women's boxing world, the Dragon Goddess of Boxing, Marisol Saiga. Both fighters meet in the center of the dance floor.
Hi, Marisol. Nice moves you got there.
Hell hip goddess? No. La gata pendeja, Cat Hellshire. That is what you are. I find it laughable that it took your trasera to take that loca Janny Lynette down.
Trasera?
Your butt.
Oh! Well, she had it coming.
They say your hips make the heavens tremble. Ha! My hips are hotter than hell, and my fists make both heaven and earth shake!
Whoa! Marisol smashes the ground as it shakes the entire theater.
Holy shit! The floor is shaking.
And my fists will certainly destroy you, gata pendeja.
Marisol, did I do something to upset you? You seem really angry at me, and I don't understand why.
Take your stance.
Looks like Marisol is not answering Kat's question as she forms a fighting stance.
All right then, let's do this.
Kat is in position. Both fighters are ready.
Act 1. Lights up. Fight!
Oh! A quick, powerful jab knocks Kat down as Marisol bounces up and down.
Crap, that was quick. I didn't even see it coming.
Oh, come on now, gata pendeja. You can't be done already. We've only just begun.
Kat gets up and charges at Marisol, but Marisol's rapid jabs are tagging Kat. A 1-2 and an uppercut! Kat is floored again.
They're too quick.
Marisol jumps and tries to land a punch on Kat, but Kat quickly evades as Marisol's fist destroys another area of the parquet floor. Kat gets up and attempts to strike, but Marisol easily evades with grace and skill as she counters.
Are you trying to box with me?
Kat throws a jab, but Marisol easily avoids, and oh! A vicious body blow knocks Kat down again! If this was boxing and a 3 knockdown rule was in place, this match would have been over. But Kat keeps getting back up. What determination!
I'm not going out like that. Rouse depending on me.
Still getting back up?
Act 1 complete. Intermission.
There's the gong to signal intermission. Both contestants walk off, but this act belongs to the Dragon Goddess of Boxing.
At the Seiryu Ensemble dressing room, Marisol enters as she looks around for Seiryu the Dancer, who is simply standing stationary as a statue.
Hey! Beautiful performance, Mari-chan.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Cat Hellshire. She's getting beaten up, but she keeps going. She's tough.
I finished many of my opponents with that body blow. That gata pendeja shouldn't be moving. I will end the farce in Act 2.
Marisol sees Seiryu suddenly walking out of the dressing room.
I don't get it. What do you see in her, Seiryu?
At Gekidan Rao's dressing room, Kat barges in as she was about to collapse on the floor, before Rao and Fenghua catch her.
Kat! Sit down and relax.
My body. is sore.
You're lucky that you weren't knocked out.
Marisol's punches are too damn strong and quick. I can't get near her. I can't use my hip attacks with those fists flying at me.
You can still counter them. Feel her rhythm when she throws her punches. And then when the time is right, counter with your hips. But you must relax. And do not trade punches with her.
Cat Hellshire! Marisol Saiga! Places to the top of Act 2!
Make her perform the final torrent. And wait for her to deliver her right cross. That's your chance to counter.
I'll try. Rao, I'm not gonna let you down.
Don't give up, Cat. You can do it.
Kat slowly walks out of the dressing room as Fenghua seems worried.
Did you see her eyes, Fenghua?
Her eyes?
Those eyes are the same eyes I saw back in Guilin when she destroyed that Spider Fist thug. The Hell Hip Goddess is gonna come out.
As Kat makes her way to places, she stops to see Seryu the dancer standing in her way. Seryu slowly approaches her, and to the surprise of both Kat and the assistants nearby, Seryu takes Kat by the arm like a gentleman and walks with her. Once Seryu arrives to Kat's place, Seryu walks away.
Thank you.
Seryu stops for a moment, but doesn't look at Kat before continuing to walk away.
Re-enter the stage, Cat Hellshire! Re-enter the stage, Marisol Saiga!
Both contestants return to the stage and take their stance.
Ready for more, gata pendeja?
Quit calling me that.
Or what? Gata pendeja? You're too outclassed to demand that from me.
Act 2. Lights up. Fight.
There will be no Act 3 for you.
Show me the final torrent.
¿Qué?
Show me the final torrent.
No, I'll show it to you when I decide.
Marisol delivers a quick jab, which stuns Kat. Marisol goes for another jab, but Kat is covering up. Marisol's jabs now seem faster than before. And now, the jab breaks through Kat's guard as Kat is now wobbled!
You can't keep blocking for long.
Oh! A punch lands Kat in the face! Marisol continues with her jabs as Kat goes back to covering up.
These jabs hurt more than before. But they do have a rhythm. I'll have to slip through the jabs. Just like how Marisol herself does it in her fights.
Kat evades the jab and evades another jab!
Huh? She's slipping through my jabs?
If I close in, I can grab her and slam her down.
Oh, Kat's in!
You think you've gotten me?
Huh? Marisol steps back and does a turn and...
Bomba! Appa!
Oh! The bomba uppercut connects but grazes Kat's forehead as Kat falls on the ground. The referee checks on Kat, but Kat grabs the referee's shirt and... Oh my! Oh, blood is dripping down Kat's face. But through that crimson mask, the ferocious eyes of the Hell Hip Goddess shine through. Even Marisol is shocked.
What is it with this girl? She keeps standing up.
Show me the final torrent, you bitch!
You want it? Oh, you got it! You stubborn puta!
Now, Marisol's jabs are quicker than before as she keeps tagging Kat.
Ritmo! Elegancia! Velocidad! Poder! Corriente!
There!
Kat jumps and turns her hips as Marisol's right cross collides with Kat's hip. Marisol's right hand is shattered!
Your fists may shake heaven and earth, but they will never shake hell! Hell hip whip!
Oh! Cat's hip connects with Marisol's head as Marisol flies and crashes through the crowd. It's a ring out!
勝者キャッヘルシャイヤー
Winner by ring out in Act 2, Cat Hellshire.
Unbelievable! With just one shot, the Hell Hip Goddess sent the Dragon Goddess out of the dance floor with just her hips! What an upset! And now, members of the Seiryu Ensemble quickly hurry and carry Marisol on a stretcher and run towards the backstage area. Oh, what's this? Seiryu the dancer has appeared as he stares at Cat. Cat stares back at Seiryu, but Seiryu calmly walks to the backstage area. Cat looks puzzled as Rao enters the stage with a towel to wipe the blood off Cat's face.
See what happens when you listen to me, Hell Hip Goddess?
Yeah. Thanks, Rao. Oh.
Whoa! Cat almost falls as Rao catches her.
Come on. We'll get a bandage to cover that cut.
Rao helps Cat as they exit the stage to a round of applause. Stay tuned for the third and final match.
At the Seiryu Ensemble dressing room, Seiryu uses his blue gourd of Shenzhou to cure Marisol's broken fist and fractured cheek. Marisol wakes up, revitalized.
Mari-chan,
What happened?
you lost. Cat's butt knocked you out of the stage.
Nani? Maldita sea.
Seiryu suddenly comforts Marisol as he hugs her. Marisol sits saddened and defeated before Seiryu leaves the dressing room.
Serio?
Enraged, Marisol hits her fists to the ground, causing an earthquake which scares Haruna and the other ensemble members present.
Tú vas a pagar, gata pendeja. Next time we fight, I will make you suffer for embarrassing me.
At Gekidan Rao's dressing room, Feng Hua sits with Cat, who silently sits on her chair still thinking about Seiryu the dancer. Feng Hua treats Cat's forehead with a bandage, as Rao stands silently waiting for Hina's call for places when they felt the earthquake caused by Marisol's fist.
Ha! Sounds like the Dragon Goddess isn't happy with her loss.
Cat, I thought it was over when Marisol delivered that uppercut, but you prevailed. I told you you won't lose.
Feng Hua notices that Cat is very silent.
Rao Singha, Seiryu the dancer, places to the top of Act 1.
Thank you, places!
Go get him, Rao Sensei.
Rao,
Yes, Cat? What is it?
be careful.
Rao acknowledges Cat's words as he walks out of the dressing room. With Cat and Feng Hua victorious, now remains the final match, Rao versus Seiryu the dancer. Will the identity of Seiryu the dancer be revealed? Tune in next time on Everlasting Shenzhou.